Carl Everett will lead it off here in the 5th against David Wells. Just 2 singles, 2 base hits against Wells thus far for the White Sox. Everett, Rowan, and Przinsky. And there it goes. Carl Everett. He has 2 of the 3 hits tonight. Chicago trying to get back in business here in the 5th. Let's go to Aaron Andrews.
Well, guys, sitting so close to the Red Sox dugout, you can hear a lot of things. David Ortiz, as he was coming back to Hito Iguchi, making that play, kind of turned over his shoulder. Iguchi so deep out there, and he said, hey, we play second base here, not right field. Of course, he made that great play on Ortiz, guys.
That would be Ortiz. Even on a, quote, ground out to right field, he still has a smile on his face, although not completely thrilled. Always in a good mood. Talk about a guy bringing sunshine to the park. You saw Ozzie. There's another guy, David Ortiz. Now crowd coming alive a little bit as Aaron Rowan hits this ball down the left field line. Hits the chalk. Manny Ramirez trying to come up with it. Everett being waved home. The White Sox are on the board. So single Everett, double Rowan. Now A.J. Przinsky, 2 homers yesterday, fisted foul. Przinsky 3 for 4 with the 3-run shot, the solo home run, and the double.
I think A.J. right here has got to get this base runner to third base with less than 2 outs. Give him an opportunity to get another run in here. This is a very key at bat. Why get 1 when you can get 2?
Away is Wells, 1-1. Przinsky grounded a second in the 3rd inning.
He looked a lot better on that breaking ball than Podsednik did on the one that buckled him.
Well, and again, you know, second time through the lineup, gets the hitters, I don't want to say more comfortable, but just more familiar. We've seen it. We've seen pitches now. You could probably try and pick something out.
Fouled away again, 1-2. The first 10 batters, including him covering first. But the White Sox are a good hitting team. I don't want to say he covered first. That's why he gave up 3 hits, but that's about what it was. Wells has been immense the second half of the season, 9-2 for the Red Sox after the All-Star break. They need him to be immense in the second half of this game here. Slow chopper. He does the job, Mike. Graffinino over to Olerud. Przinsky, we see him clap his hands. Przinsky trying to fire up the crew. Creedy looking for a fly ball, and that will be the small ball. 2 runs, cutting the deficit in half. Fouled away.
Or a ground ball here. I mean, ground ball, infield's back. Stay away from the corners. Hit the ball in the middle of the field.
One thing we know, too, talking with Ozzie again before the game, they're going to challenge the outfield arms of Boston. It was an easy decision for Joey Cora to send Carl Everett to score that run. He knows they're not going to throw many people out.
These guys are deep. I mean, they don't want to have the extra base hit here. I think they will concede a bloop in front of them. Keep the double play in check.
One on one to Creedy. Side to Creedy.
Talking with Greg Walker before the game, he thought the key was to lay off that cut fastball, Mike, from David Wells that's not on the plate.
And as you can see, as I said, second time through the lineup, they're starting to narrow their strike zone, their approach a little bit, trying to make them make better pitches. I'm not going to help you out. Don't help them out. That's the buzzword probably going through the dugout.
Yeah, he doesn't strike many people out anymore.
Chop foul. 107 strikeouts in 184 innings for David Wells.
As you said too, Rick, I mean, you know, this is a great opportunity for a strikeout. If he could reach down and try to strike this guy out, put two outs, and then you need a 2-out base hit, which are golden, as you know.
Oh.
Tough to come by when you need them.
As the only guy who struck out thus far tonight is at the plate. Creedy looking. Up the middle, and that'll get a run in and a base hit. Rowan scores, base hit, Creedy 4-2.
Get your team back in the game. Listen to this crowd.
And here's a number 9 hitter with power. Homered yesterday, 16 on the regular season, Juan Uribe. Fisted that one though, foul.
I think this kid could do a lot more offensively if he ever figures out where the strike zone is and when to swing and when not to swing. A lot of power, a lot of potential, but just doesn't always recognize the off-speed pitches.
A Bible hitter. Thou shalt not pass. That's an old term. I'm surprised you didn't hear it. That's old school. I learned that from.
Sit behind the plate thinking of that stuff.
Well, but I'm telling you, as a pitcher and a guy that's been around as long as David Wells has, it's nice to know that, because if you know he's going to swing at pitches out of the zone and you need it out.
Span the strike zone early now.
He did right there. 0-2 to Uribe.
Yeah, he really fooled him there. On the first pitch, the slow curveball, Uribe was out in front. And now watch him. All of a sudden, he just goes to the quick pitch. It's just a simple little BP fastball on the outside corner, but knowing that he could throw off his timing.
And as I was saying earlier, I mean, controlling the head of the bat is pitching, controlling the hitter's timing.
Ripped to foul.
Billy Miller hugging that line. He caught a line drive just like this in Uribe's first at bat. Just missing down the corner. Mike Everett, the third base umpire, all over it.
I do believe the decibel level is up.
So was the fastball. And that's where, David Wells 5 years ago, 3 more miles an hour could have gotten that ball by him. Now Boomer's got to figure if he can reach back and get that velocity again, you could go a little bit higher, or does he have to come back with something soft?
Inside, 1-2.
If he would have just gotten a little bit more of the plate, I think he might have gotten the out. But the ball was in off the plate, and Uribe jumped to get out of the way of it. There was no way he could swing the bat because he couldn't get his hands out.
Especially with the 0-2 count there. He doesn't want to make a mistake 0-2. You don't want the hitter to get a hit 0-2. So it's risky if you're going to throw a strike.
I always felt like that situation there, Mike, that I want to throw it right down the middle, but because with all of this stuff guys got now, these Sir Lancelots that they let them wear up the home plate. If you come in, I mean, you worked hard to get the count to 0-2. I don't want to give you first base and let you throw your elbow pad out in there. And if you put, you got to make sure it's up, because if it's belt tie, they can hit it. But if it's up right around the shoulders or above, you can get that strikeout.
And as I was saying earlier, you're changing the hitter's eyes. You're changing his plane a little bit. And you can go back down in the strike zone.
Off speed, Graffinino. Oh, no! Through his legs. Everyone's safe. Big situation here with 2 runs home, 2 runners on, and Podsednik at the plate with just 1 out against David Wells. 4-2 Boston in the bottom of the 5th. there room for Varitek? No.
And it's tough, obviously, in this situation. Boston needs a double play with a guy up there. It's very tough to double up. He has to hit the ball firm here. He has to hit the ball hard to give your infield a chance to turn that double play. Should be a momentum shift for Boston here.
Wide to third is Bill Miller. He'll grab it. What a big out there. Posednik out, 2 outs. 2 for Boston in the first, 2 for Boston in the third, 2 for Chicago here in the bottom of the 5th. Missed, ball 1.
Now this puts some pressure on Chicago here with a 2-out situation. Drive this run in.
In there for a strike. 1-1.
Well, he can just do it at will. He's been so good for so long, being able to just drop that breaking ball into the strike zone. Behind in the count.
That ball is so hard to hit as well because it's traveling through the strike zone and down through the strike zone. So it's almost like 2 different angles.
Driven long and hard to left field. Gone! Give any team, certainly a good team like the White Sox, extra outs, it's going to kill you. Oguchi goes yard. And what a 5th for the White Sox. They've grabbed the lead all at once. Another 3-run homer.
And that's the replay. In the replay, as you see, the risky run with doubling up on pitches, whether that be a curveball or a fastball. You showed the hitter a curveball before. You come back with a second curveball, and you got his eyes adjusted to the pitch. What did we say about 2-out knocks?
Oh, rare.
Big 2-out knocks.
2 3-run homers yesterday for the White Sox and 1 resounding one here tonight.
I was again saying yesterday that if Oguchi were not in the second spot in his lineup, he said he could hit 30 home runs. But like he did in Oguchi's first at bat, he put the bunt on. He has him hit and run. He takes the bat away from him a lot because he can handle it.
And what could have been 2, but certainly 1 for Tony Graffinino has turned into a nightmare. You just want to go somewhere to hide. He'll have his chance at the plate and in the field, but game has changed in a heartbeat.
Well, even though, you know, it's cost him the 3 runs, Boomer, the biggest problem right now is that the inning is not over. David Wells has already thrown at least 15 more pitches than he should have had thrown. He's not going to throw a complete game now tonight because of the defensive problem.
29 pitches this inning, Sut. Number 30 is a good one on Jermaine Dye, but a 4-0 deficit has turned into a 5-4 White Sox lead.